I saw a couple comments about my hat. I'm wearing a cowboy hat.
Hey, talking about the things that matter, folks. Chris's hat. Well, tell us more.
Sorry, is that from the bucket?
No, it didn't come in the bucket. It wouldn't fit. It's not that big of a bucket. Is it? Oh, wait. Well, if you want, if we can get, I don't want to change the subject prematurely.
No, please.
I mean, you did already, so it's fine.
Okay.
I think people know. I will say one thing before we get completely off coronavirus. And I think a lot of content creators that you guys are watching probably are doing the same thing and giving a similar message. But we're doing our best to be here when we can in a responsible way to keep making content for you guys, because that's essentially our priority and keeping you guys in mind. But there's only so much we could do, and things might escalate to the point where we actually can't be physically in the studio. So our content might evolve and change over time, and we might have to find ways to do podcasts or other shows with each other from our own houses and apartments. So we appreciate you guys kind of sticking with us and
It'll be like the old days.
being patient.
Skyping and stuff.
I know. We should just do a podcast of you and me Skyping.
Let's do it.
And you making me read dirty words.
Felch.
All right.
What's up with your hat, Chris?
Well, I'm wearing the hat
You sure are, partner.
because today. Well, okay, so I got a haircut, and I've never. Barbara gave me a haircut, and dyed my hair, parts of my hair.
Yep.
And and so it's well, I guess wait for the video to come out. It'll probably be an RT Live. It all stemmed from like a tweet that someone made to Barbara that was like, "Hey, the female form of barber is Barbara," and then she was like, "Hey, anybody want a haircut?" And I like jokingly was like, "Sign me up," and she was like, "Let's do it." And then I was like, and I sent her a GIF of like
Justin
Timberlake with frosted tips.
Let's just say I've never dyed or cut anyone's hair before.
Mm-hmm.
I think I did a really good job.
I think you did too.
Well, the bits that I can see look pretty good. Did you touch those?
We didn't get as bleached as we thought we would, but when you bleach really dark hair, it tends to turn orange. So it might be skewing a little bit more on the orange side.
Yeah.
Without getting too descriptive, if I saw Chris and he was just a stranger out in the streets, I wouldn't think anything of his hair. I'd be like, oh yeah, it's just a style. And it's just like, it's not a style I would use. Definitely not. But like, okay, I can see he was going for something. So it looks good. Yeah.
We asked people to rate it, and a lot of people gave me a high rating on the cut, not as much the color.
Yeah.
It's a look.
Someone did without prompting for what the inspiration was, unsolicited say the 90s called and they want their hair back.
Ironically, Chad said that to you. Just kidding.
Man, Chad has a lot of hair.
He has a lot of hair.
I didn't realize until the other day.
We should cut his hair next.
I think so too.
Gavin, you want to cut Chad's hair?
No, I don't want to do that to him. I'm no good at that kind of thing.
I didn't.
I
Think
can't
that
even
was you.
draw.
Yeah. I also think
Two completely uncorrelated skills.
Well, I was thinking if it's like carving out of, it's like 3D drawing, really, isn't it?
it kind of is. But with like 3D drawing with like spaghetti. Well, what? I guess spaghetti's just thicker hair, so they didn't mind.
Can we, for the
I'll be
next
honest, I
podcast, get a
took
head full of spaghetti?
I took that way off the rails, and you like kicked it further.
That laugh that you just made was completely appropriate for the hat you're wearing.
But no, I don't think we're not going to show you guys because we filmed a whole video of it happening, and we don't want to ruin the reveal. So
Yeah. Well, and I don't have very many. I don't have any reasons to wear this hat ever.
Why does anyone wear a hat?
Well, so I got this hat whenever we were shooting Day 5 Season 2, and we were like out in the desert in sandstorms, and I went like a couple
Like
days.
Darude?
Huh? Yes. Gerudo Valley?
Darude Sandstorm.
Oh.
Did you hear that, Eric? I said like Darude, and you're like, yes, Darude Valley.
No, I thought you said Gerude, and I was like, Gerudo
What?
Valley? Like from Zelda? Sorry.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Anyway.
Oh, Lord. Sorry.
But good one.
No, it really was. That one did not land.
I liked it.
No, thank you.
I liked it once it was explained to me.
So do you get it now?
The joke?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I got it now. Yeah. But yeah, so I got after filming in the desert for a
It's a
few days.
legit
It was like we were
cowboy
all
hat,
sunburned,
dude.
and I actually got the hat because it was like practical. I'm not in the desert often, so I haven't really worn it since, except for once to a crazy hat party. Well, twice because I went to the crazy hat party twice because I accidentally went.
Like you left your keys at home. and
No,
then
as
you
in
have
I might have mentioned this on a podcast. Did I mention this on a podcast?
You'll have to say the story first, and then
Okay.
I'll tell you if you mention it
Okay.
on the podcast.
I showed up to a party a week early.
Did you just stay?
No,
Just stayed and
but I
waited.
was like late to the party. So
Late when
Was
late
it
a week
a
early?
surprise party?
no, it was just a crazy hat party.
You talking about you were late when
I
you
was
were a
late the
week,
first time.
so you were actually very
I was
very
actually
early.
really early, but I
Right.
thought I was late. So then I was like, and I didn't see anyone.
A crazy hat party.
What?
A crazy hat party.
Yeah.
What?
What was that? The hat or
Yeah, this is the hat I wore. So I
he
show-
won? He won the party.
So I show up and I'm like late and I'm like can't find anyone and I'm like, oh my god, did no one show up and did they leave because no one showed up to their party?
How
Was
big
this
is
in a-
this crazy hat? Is this like a stranger's event or like you
No,
knew who was?
this is a friend's party.
Was this in a public space?
Yes, it was
so
like
you were
a-
at some bar with that hat.
Yes.
Oh, well, it's a good thing you live in Texas then, because
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
people probably wouldn't have thought anything of it.
I mean, yeah,
Just get some looks.
yeah, especially because I wandered around the bar for like 10 minutes trying to find the party. So,
So you're just seeing some like lost cowboy looking real concerned.
basically.
What if they did have a party that night, but it wasn't a crazy hat party? So the people were there, you just couldn't find them.
And then I wander around and then I check the Facebook group. I was like, this is the right location. And then I text the person. I was like, hey, where are you guys? Where's everyone? And then no response. And then I checked the Facebook group again and it was the wrong date. So
Turns out it was an invisible cloak party.
yeah. Then I texted. Well, I ended up meeting up with Eric.
with that hat?
Yeah.
Where
Were you
was this?
embarrassed?
It was like a couple weeks ago.
So Eric, are you lonely enough to be available at a moment's notice when Chris?
I was running errands and he's like, hey man, what are you up to? And I said, just getting done running these errands. And he said, cool, let's hang out. And I said, yeah, sure. And
Do you
then
guys
he-
hang out a lot?
No, not to make a pun, but Eric is anywhere you need him to be at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, sure.
Drop it this hat.
Okay, right. Not to make a pun, but like, there's been nights where I've just been like, my date ditched me. You want to hang out? And he'll be like, fucking at the taco place.
Because Eric's a
that I'm at
good
and
friend.
Eric
Yeah.
will hang out with anyone. I once hung out with Eric and TPG, and that was it.
Yeah, we saw Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, we did.
Boy.
We saw it in D-Box.
Wow.
That
What
was
a
like one of
group.
the few times I've hung out with Eric outside of work.
Really? We hang out with Eric all the time. He's great.
Who's we?
Oh yeah. See, Chelsea.
everyone?
Chelsea just commented on the group because she was also in the Facebook group for the party, and because I posted a picture in the Facebook event the week early and saying, "Hey,
Oh, don't worry. It's right here.
oh." What does it say, Eric?
After wandering around the bar for 10 minutes, I've concluded that the event is not today. See y'all next week.
Wait, was it in the daytime?
Yeah, it's like an afternoon, Saturday
Oh, okay.
afternoon.
You should have just said warming the place up for y'all.
We ended up going to a brewery and getting a drink afterwards, and he walked in with his hat and then looked at me and he went, I can't wear this here, and then took it off. Why couldn't you wear it there? That's another thing. You were already at a brewery.
You can wear that anywhere
Yeah,
in
I
the
don't
state.
know.
Here.
I felt like people couldn't tell that I was wearing it, ironically.
But that's the thing with that kind of hat. It's not like a goofy hat.
I know, but
It's
like
a hat.
Especially here.
Yeah, it just
You also,
That'd be
you
like
live in
wearing a-
Austin, specifically Austin, Texas. Like you can go fucking I hung out there the other night and I wore a sweatband, and he was like, "What did you just work out?" Yeah, it's just sweatband.
That'd be like wearing a beanie in Canada.
yeah.
okay.
Like it's just like part of the wardrobe.
Well, I wore it on this,
And it
so-
looks good.
no.
And no one will ever wonder why
It
ever
looks
again.
real good.